What are soul gifts? And why would anyone want to waste their time looking for their soul gifts? So let me just tell you, uncovering, discovering, or remembering your soul gifts are one of the most important things you can do in your life journey. I know you may be wondering, like, really? I've got bills to pay, I have a relationship to maintain or look for, I've got kids to take care of, I've got, a ton of things to work on. I'm not in a place right now to figure out my soul gifts. It sounds too magical. Well, I do like to use magical things because this earth realm is very magical. So I will continue calling them soul gifts because the soul gifts allow you to be able to actually have a different experience on this earth plane. What I received, images and everything, is what soul gifts are things that your soul has provided you with prior to coming into this earth experience. Gifts that your soul has, right? That would help you throughout this life journey. Financially, relationship-wise, in struggle, in all these aspects of life, right? And what happens is, and this is what I saw, they're like these magical, let's just say magical balls inside of you of all these soul gifts. They're like little orbs of gold, right? That's how I've always seen them. And as you come into this earth experience, through the womb, through, the mother, you start to experience this earth. However, those soul gifts it's not that you can't experience them so early. However, they won't have any meaning so early in life, right? And so as you acquire your human side, which is learning what is fear, what is happiness, sadness, anxiety, when you go through all the learning experience by being in the family dynamics that you're in, by experiencing the outside world, the culture that you're in, by experiencing all your ancestral limiting beliefs and fears and joys, right? And your own family lineage and your own immediate family's limiting beliefs, and the whole society's limiting beliefs and shadow selves. As you start accumulating all this information and start building on the ego, right, which we desperately need here, building on the ego and figuring out who you are in comparison to. Who do you belong to? Who you don't belong to? Doing this hurts. Not doing this doesn't hurt, right? Seeing my parents smile here, oh good, then I am this. Seeing them be sad here, oh, then I don't matter. And we start accumulating parts of who we are. Every one of the things that we accumulate, this is exactly, and I'm seeing it again, think of it as a tiny little gift box, right? And it's sealed and shielded. And every time you acquire a limiting belief, a fear, right? Something about yourself that is not true, that golden orb is put into that box, that gift box, right? So now you are accumulating all those, the orbs that you have, your magical soul gifts are all accumulated in little boxes, except for the ones that you actually believe that you like about yourselves, or your parents liked about you, or the schooling system liked about you, or the culture liked about you. These are free-floating orbs. These are soul gifts you have. Yet you've got so much more inside. So what happens is, as you're going through the life journey, a lot of those aspects need to be uncovered. They need to be unwrapped. The gift of that soul gift, the gift in the box, needs to open up. However, we assume that gift box is something scary, like there's a bomb in there. There's tremendous fear. That's why it's wrapped and not opened like the rest. However, the only reason they're wrapped is because a limiting belief, a shadow self, a fear, shielded it went around it. So now you're walking around with this time bomb, scared to look at it, scared to open it, scared to sit with it, to celebrate it, because you think it is pain. You think it's going to make you suffer because that box made you suffer when you were younger, right? Made you believe that that was an identity about you that you needed to hide. So let's say that orb was you being really sensitive, right? That was your gift. That was your soul, one of the many soul gifts, your soul gift. And your parent looked at you and said, oh, you're too sensitive. Or at school, everybody makes fun of you because you cry too easily. Or somehow that soul gift was shown to be yuck. So you immediately put it in like a gift box, right? Wrapped it with, this doesn't work. I'm going to just gift it to someone else. I'm going to like hide it in the closet and put it in a gift box. It was a gift, but I'm returning the gift, right? Now you hate the gift, right? And you can't stand the gift. However, what's inside of it, your sensitivity, was your gift. And so many more. They're like you're just sparkled with them. They're all inside of you. And that is why discovering, remembering, uncovering your soul gifts is so important, right? And that is why I offer it. I didn't know they were called soul gifts when I started this work 15 years ago. And as my intuition grew stronger and stronger, and I was more able to understand the clairvoyancy and the clairaudiency that I had, things were starting to make sense. I could put language to that which was just vibrational. And so now I call them soul gifts because they have changed people's lives when I uncover them for them, when I help them uncover it. It's changed their lives. They start to attract what they really have always wanted without, like, because they just opened it without, like, as they're fearing, like, oh my God, this is a bad thing. This thing, you know, people hated about me, or this thing now I hate about me. And then they open it and we're waiting for the pain to come to only discover, oh my God, the talents, the things that this has offered me. That is what finding your soul gifts are. That is what uncovering it looks like. That is what I do best, right? And this is one of my soul gifts, the possibility of seeing them, projecting them, seeing them, and knowing how to unwind them. So discovering your soul gifts is not like I don't have time for that. No. It's discovering your truth. It's being okay with who you are, regardless of how fearful you are to go there. Thinking it's something yuck about you, right? Something that you need to fix and change about you. Something you hope you could deny and delete about yourself. That is what discovering your soul gifts is all about. That is where my heart flourishes. That is where I love helping the most and being of service. That is something that just I have, right? To know how to do for others. So I've discovered a lot of mine. I had to unravel and break free and open up, and this has taken years. Now with my clients, it just takes a few sessions, and then so many parts of them show up. Confidence, they get confident. They feel more secure. It's like seeing a different, it's like the beauty of this is that I get to see, I get to witness the awakening of the soul, the awakening of this soul's truth and their true journey, right? And their power and their elegance and their compassion and their boundaries and like the aha moments. Oh my God, my favorite part is when I see the twinkle in the eyes, the oh my God, I'm just getting goosebumps now, like visualizing them. Just, like really? Like all along, this thing I hated the most was my biggest gift. And then their whole life just unravels in front of them, right? It just unpacks, they unpack, things just happen, right? So I really wanted to explain what soul gifts are. It's vitally important. I speak in magical terms a lot because that is how I see things. I think we live on a magical planet. I mean, there are things flying, birds and insects and, bees and mosquitoes, all airplanes, I mean, all different things are floating, flying. That's something we can't do as humans, and they're, except if you stuff us in a plane, but flying, like, and all different sizes and shapes, right? There's no, like, look at the bumblebee. It's like ginormously round with tiny, tiny wings. Yet look at a bird, it's massive wings, like an eagle or a falcon, or so many different, and there are no specific measurements, and they all fly. They all glide through the air. That is magic, because we humans had to do perfect dimensions for an airplane to allow it to fly. Even when we do the paper planes, if we don't do the perfect weight and dimensions, it just goes, right? So that's why this place is magic. Oh, and there's so much else, but this is just one of the many things. So yes, so finding your soul gifts is of vital importance for you to have a better experience, especially in these times, because the times we're in now is all about the soul gifts showing up, because it's very needed. Everyone needs to wake up to their soul gifts, and it doesn't have to be as hard as it used to be. Things are changing. Things are getting easier. So you're the only person that has to accept it to be easier for you. Okay, just step into it. You want to get in touch with me? All my information is there for you. You want to try out a session? Please do. It glorifies me and it'll glorify you, and you'll feel the difference. You'll know. You'll see what happens to you. And leave me your comments, and if you want to ask anything, go ahead, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.